Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. How's it going there? Dead Soul, Madeira, Ghosty, Katie Miller, and anybody else lurking out there? So, we are back once again on PV Rivers Remastered. Woohoo! Oh, 130 for a stream streak for Mr. T Miller. Thank you very much for that. Nice. So what's everybody been up to the last few days? Hopefully something spectacular. Obviously, as you can see, I am into March, and it is planting time. Oh my goodness. Mr. Farming Trucker resubbing for 11 months. Thank you very, very much. And obviously, thanks to all you guys for the support. Much appreciated. So, yep, so as you can see, I'm actually planting some sugarcane. Oh, you must be crazy. Oh, yes. Oh, there he is. Mr. Shawnee, how's it going? Welcome in, and thank you very much, Farmer Marks, for the 100 biddies. Much appreciated. And good morning to you. Hey, Tony Truck. How's it going, bud? And Mama Do, how are you as well? Cool, everybody's out today, aren't they? Blimey. Actually, I might put a hired helper on this because it's one of those tedious jobs that just goes up and down, up and down. So let's get this active. Go. There we go. So yes, come on, do your job, do your job. You know you want to. I've already done some of it, so hopefully you should be fine anyway. We'll see how it goes. But right then, let's get a few shout outs for you guys. So we've got Mr. T Miller out there, obviously Madeira. We have Farmer Marks. We have Mamadou. We have Farming Trucker. And if you're not following any of those guys, make sure to click on their links, give them a follow, and you're very, very welcome. Oh, okay, I need to turn my phone down because, yes, that's quite loud in my ear. There we go, there we go. And, ooh, hype train is approaching. Cool. Right then, so, oh yeah, very welcome, Farmer Marks. So, obviously, still early in the day, but I did get this field over here planted with some oats. I do need to go through and get it rolled, as you can see from the info down there, behind the paddling pool there. So over the last couple of days, I have been doing a little bit of uh, um, um, playing the game and stuff, shall we say. So I'm going to take a little walk around and show you what I've been up to. Not sure. Oh, he's got them down first. Okay. So first things first, there is 2 updates to my mods. The first one is, so if anybody's using it, if I come into here, it is the slurry spreader, this guy right here. If you've got that, obviously I did update today. This is now precision farming ready as well. All you have to do is, if you got it already, take it into the vehicle shop, reconfigure it so it has the John Deere manure sensor on it, and that will help you with fertilizing your fields a little bit better. I also went in and lowered the usage as well, just a smidgen. So it should last a lot longer. In addition, what I did do, I don't know if it's on here, it should be. Yeah, I've also added in an unreal capacity as well to this. 2,500 litres should be more than enough to get at least a field done without needing to stop and refill it. So yeah, so that is up on my trailer right now. The second thing, if anybody has it, obviously I put out my bale storage the other day. Now with the new production stock, was it production store? Oh, cripes, what's it called? The thing that came out the other day, we were showing off on Monday. Production storage control mod. Where the heck are you? Yeah, production storage control mod. Yeah, that one. If you have that, and you have my updated bale storage, I'm going to show you exactly something new that it allows you to do. So obviously, for most people, it will output the bulk product, so the loose product version, with that mod that is literally released the other day by Braven. What you can now do is if you come over to this little wrench right here, open up the menu, if you actually click to the side, you can now spawn out bales. Ooh, let's select that. I don't think I've got enough to do one, but nope, it might not be big enough for the cotton bales. I'm still playing with it, but if we try that one more time, maybe just I haven't got enough there. Let's go with something that's a little bit better. Let's go for a couple of these. Select, and boom, boom, boom. We now have spawnable bales. It's cool, it's cool, it's cool. I like it, I like it, I like it. So yeah, that is very, very cool. Hey, David W. Yes, Terra Farm. I don't know if it works on the map. It's not a mod I've really used a lot in the past. It's not really my thing. But yeah, if you want to load it up onto the map, give it a try. Let us know how you get on. Obviously, it is only just being released on GitHub. So it's probably still got a few bugs to work out. But yeah, give it a try. Let us know how you get on. But yeah, it's not a mod I'm going to be using personally. But yeah. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, obviously this is obviously updated on my Trello now as well with this. But obviously you don't have to have that production mod as well. But I would recommend it because it makes life so much simpler with your productions and such. And obviously the next phase would be to get this lot so they're not showing when you place it down, and as you put products in they start showing. Basically a palette visual at some point, but obviously I've got to wait for good old revamp. But you can still get out in loose form if you wanted to with the pipe. But obviously if you want bales to do, say, your straw bales for your cow pens, you can do. You can spawn them out now. It is great. And obviously you've got loads of different options in there. So obviously you've got any of my balers, for example. It will show them in here as well, I noticed. So if we go to one that's got a bit bigger, the high hay, for example. So if we go down to this one, obviously you can see you got the Billy Alpaca Goville baler. Obviously that does the bigger bales. So you got 15, you got the self-propelled one that can do 10, 20, 15s. So you can actually get those bigger bales, including the 20,000 litre bales out of this as well, which is very cool if you have the mod. You don't necessarily have to own the actual vehicle or item, but because it's being added into the map, it'll give you the option to spawn those out. So definitely a good one to go for. So there's that. Hey MacGyver, how you doing, buddy? In addition, while I'm wandering down the road, Mr. T. Miller did put out an update to the Pizza Pop factory today to fix the unload trigger. It was kind of a little bit oversized, should we say. He's gone in, he's made it a little bit smaller, height-wise, and yeah, it should now be able to come on over with your salt and such, and be able to unload. I'm pretty sure I've done mine, so but as you can see, they're right there. Actually, looking at them, might be a little bit high, but yeah, as long as it works, it should be fine. So yeah, make sure to go over to Team Miller's Trello and get the update, guys. In addition, regarding updates, this Friday I will be doing an update to the map. One, to fix the manure distance texture error that's been caused by the last patch update to the game. Still trying to figure out the train errors. However, I may have a bit of a fix for it, depending on where it's located on your save games. But yeah, well, figure that out at some point, and I'll show you what the problem could be. I think I know what it is. But yeah, all of T. Miller's factories, by the way, so the Auguste Pie Factory, the Filipino Food Factory, and Pizza Pop Factory by T. Miller will be added to the pack for the map. And Barrow Logistics has or will be updated to include storage for all of the products from the 3 factories, which is very, very cool. So yes, he's working very hard, bless him. He's also got another one in the works, so you got to wait and find out. But yeah, I'm not doing too bad there, MacGyver. Hopefully you're doing well. It's good. Long time since you've seen me, yeah? So there's that. I'll get to the map in just a sec. The other update that we'll be doing will be, thanks to Farmer Marks, by the way. He spotted something on his save game. Now, I've not had that warning myself, but he was getting a warning for... if I come into here... So, it's for this guy right here, basically. Obviously, this is part of the pack. It's a PV25 underscore liquid tanker, or tank, whatever you want to call it. For some reason, Farmer Marks was getting a warning for the pallet trigger not allowing goat milk pallets to go in. So obviously today I've gone in, I've added it in to the storage. In addition, with this update, goat milk will also be able to be loaded into tankers. Now, it won't be directly from the pallet itself, but it will be from this. And what I'll do is I'll make sure that Barrel Logistics has it as an output as well to fill into a tanker as well. So yay! So rather than transporting tons of pallets, obviously you could load them into a tank, into one of these guys, and then load it into a tanker to make life a little bit easier. Also, if you really wanted to, you could just do what I've done and get a distribution shed and have them spawning straight into it. So yeah, obviously this is, oh, let me get rid of this thing. Obviously I've got this little guy right here. Obviously as the pallets spawn in, they go into the trigger and poof. But yeah, obviously that's being added anyway, so yeah, it's all good, it's great fun. So yeah, that's that. It's going to be singing, but very cool and very unique production coming from Mr. T Miller. That is for definite. So there's that. I'm sure there was something else. What else was? I'm sure there was something else, but I can't think of what it is right now regarding update wise. Oh yes, the limit breaker mod. So with this new production storage control mod, where it's loading, and I had I had a feeling it was going to cause an issue. So with the production storage control mod, it has a production limit of 180 productions on a map. Obviously, we have the limit breaker, which is set to 1000. However, because of where they're loading into the game, the the PRC mod, yeah, I'm going to butcher this mod every freaking time, is loading in after the limit breaker for the map, which has reduced it down to the 180. Obviously, Farmer Marks already found that out the other day. Now, there's a couple of possibilities to fix it. The first one is one I actually mentioned to Farmer Marks, but then I thought afterwards there is another fix to it. So if I come into here, if I find the mod itself, because obviously when it loads into the game, all these mods, it'll do them in order. For anybody who wasn't aware, so right there is the limit breaker mod, and then a little bit further down is the production storage control mod right there. So obviously this is our limit breaker, so right there it's adding in the 1000 limit breaker, and then obviously I'm going to call it revamp mod basically for the minute, production storage control mod. This is then loading in the 180 and overriding that. So a couple of little fixes is one, this is one I mentioned to Farmer Marks, is basically rename it so it loads in before. So what you could do, if you want to, rename it and maybe just put an A. Come on keyboard, there we go. Something like that, for example. What that will then do, it was put it into alphabetical order so that that goes right up before a lot of these mods load in. Obviously, if you don't want to do it that way, and this is another way I was thinking about a workaround, is taking our existing limit breaker and renaming it. That is probably going to be the easiest option, for the simple fact is if this production storage control mod ever gets updated through the in-game mod hub, you have to go in, rename it every update, which is a bit of a pain. However, if I was to go through and rename the limit breaker, so it's, for example, PV25 limit breaker, what that will then do, if I actually scroll down, obviously where I've started doing PVs for all these are loading in way after all the FS25 named mods. So what that would in essence do is load the limit breaker way after any other limit breakers that are being added into the map, whether it's by another mod or anything else within another mod itself, like the storage mod. So I'm thinking about doing that. Obviously, the only issue is you would have to yourselves delete this existing one when the map gets updated, and then make sure to activate the new one. So that's my sort of. See, I think this is going to be the easier option, just renaming this so it's PV25 Limit Breaker instead of the FS25. So then, yeah, any mod that loads in here that has a limit breaker will be overridden automatically and sorted out.
Make your dreams come true.
But it's also, But yeah, obviously the next update, thank you very much for that sound alert. Obviously the next update or version of these maps are going to be I want them to be named as PV anyway. So Pleasant Valley 25 as it were. So I think if I maybe do it now, it might work. But obviously that you guys got to remember to delete the old limit breaker. And yeah, obviously I don't know anything about scripting, so I can't really go in and change anything in there. But yeah, but yeah, I think that's what I'm probably going to do is take this, rename it, and obviously I'll make sure that everybody knows, whether I do it through my streams or Facebook or whatever. It will be in big bold letters: delete the FS25 limit breaker and use the new one. So yeah, that's going to be added as well to the next update. So regarding the terrains, will the update be through the mod folder switcher? Hopefully, if Mr. Dajnet is free and able to upload it. I know he's got a lot on his plate at the minute in his real life to sort out. But if he does have, I don't know how long it'll take, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes. If he's able to do it for Friday, then fingers crossed, and obviously I will let you guys know. So on Friday, do not run the mod folder switcher until I've streamed, okay? And almost for you guys, it's only about, what, lunchtime? So, yeah. But yeah. So the other thing is regarding the train system. Now, this is where it gets a little bit more complicated, and yeah, I'm not sure exactly how this is all going to fix it, if it's going to break it or not. So, on the map, you have 3 train systems. Now, the one on the far left of the map here is actually broken currently. That is the one that's thrown all the errors. So, if I come across here... Where the heck are we? Where are we? I've got to figure out where the heck we are. That's the main farm. So this train over here, obviously thanks to Giant's update the other day, this train line right here that comes down here is broken. Now, I think what it is the spline is going too far away from the map. So this is the other train line that comes down here. So that one is this train line right here that I'm going to show you first of all, just so you know, get an idea. So this is the spline for that first train. The one that's causing the error, actually this one still runs for me, so it's fine. This one is the one that's broken. As you can see, it seems to come out a heck of a lot further off of the map compared to that first one. I'll give you an idea. So there's the first one, and there's the one that's broken. I think if it's possible to maybe bring these splines in a bit to almost match up with this, it might work better and without the warnings and errors. Now the biggest issue is I don't know if moving these splines is going to cause the actual train to completely throw tons and tons of errors. and never work again. But there is a fix to it. I can tell you that there is a fix. Obviously, I'm gonna have to do a lot of playing around, see if it does cause any issues. So yeah, that's what I'm facing is, do I make an adjustment to this train line? Will it screw anything up? I don't know. So yeah, this is where I'm kind of umming and ahhing. I think that's what it basically is. It's coming too far off the train, off the map, and obviously with this last update, Giants added in a barrier, basically a hidden collision that senses pallets, bales, vehicles, equipment that are too far off of the map. And obviously, what should happen is they get reset to the vehicle shop. Now, obviously, the train is dynamically loaded, but it doesn't get reset to the vehicle shop. This is where the big issue is. So yeah, I need to do some playing around to see if I can get that working and fixed. If Mr. Dave was around, he could probably do it a lot quicker than I am. But yeah, it's literally this line here I think needs to be brought in a little bit and maybe just brought around like this, sort of more of a loop. Almost to match in the same with that one really. Maybe not quite as close, but yeah. That's what I'm contending with at the minute, and obviously not being a map maker, it's yeah, one of those tricky things. Do I give it a try? Don't I? Hey PJ, how you doing, sweetheart? So yeah, that is what I think is causing the issue. Oh goody, I've got hail. Well, what fun. But yes, there we go. Hey Finished, how you doing? So yeah, not easy at all. I've not done anything at all with regards to splines or map work, really. So it's gonna be definitely an easy, yeah, not an easy fix. Oh, actually, before I go in, however, let me come out of there because it's a bit noisy. I was able to fix mine. So what I ended up doing is actually deleting that entire train system from my save game. Wasn't easy to try and figure out which one it is. So what I ended up doing is loading up a new save game and deleting certain trains to figure out which one was which and which was on which lines, and I actually figured it out. So right now, if I come into my save game, one, I think it is, yeah. So there's two things you would need to do. First of all, come into your vehicle XML. If you want to get rid of those errors, the easy way, load it up in Notepad or Notepad++. I like plus plus myself. Do a search for train. And what you want to do is find all the train system. Now, what you should technically have is 3 train engines and then a whole load of carts. This is where it gets a semi-complicated. Obviously, I don't mind doing it for you guys if you want to, but an easy way of finding them, which one's which, if you come into your placeable XML, where the heck are you? There they are. And do the same thing, search for a train. And what you want to do is click through, and you want to find this right here. So for most of you guys, you will see 3 of these right here. This is to do your train systems. Obviously, I've deleted one entire thing, so I cannot sell with that train station. But each line has a unique vehicle that it's assigned to, and you should have 6. Now, if you find that you've only got 5, like I did the other day, I wonder if I can show on here. Placeables. And Monkey Dog 190, thank you very much for the follow. So if I tab down, here we go. So, oh, okay, I've already gotten rid of this one as well. Oh no, I haven't. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there we go. So, as you can see, this is what yours should look like. Now, for me, I had to literally go through each one, try to figure out which it was. Let's move that to other view. Now, when I loaded this up, the train engine itself could be potentially this one, for example, was missing from one of the lines, and I could actually then marry it up to this here. So then I knew exactly which one it is, and then all I literally did is in my XML is I highlighted the entire placeable there, deleted it, but then I also went in here and searched for each of these unique ID numbers and deleted the entire thing from this XML, and that literally got rid of my entire train system that was causing those errors. So it's literally just taken all of that, hit delete, and it worked. I loaded it up, and I haven't had an error since. Obviously, the biggest issue is I cannot use that train for selling. And to be honest, I'm not really using it to sell, so hopefully that made sense. But if anybody wanted to get rid of it, obviously you can still play with it. It's not an issue, to be honest, but it is a bit of annoyance. I hate seeing warnings and errors, but right now I can actually open this up. Okay, I've got a little white warning, but that's nothing special. Let's just do the spline. But if I scroll through, I have no errors. I may have a couple of warnings, but that's about it. Let me get into a better position. There we go. Oh, wrong way, that way. But if I go up, obviously I fixed the manure thing, so that's sorted. Obviously the only thing warning wise would be foliage and probably mods that are unzipped at the minute in my mod folder. That is literally the only things I should have in here. I haven't actually tested it this afternoon, but I'm not seeing anything suspicious yet. And this is what your log should look like, in my opinion. All white. Maybe the odd yellow. A little bit of yellow is fine. But when it gets into lots and lots of red, that's where you want to start going through your mod folder and deleting mods. I'm not sure what that one's on, actually. It's a script or something. I've had it since the updates. I think Giants broke something else there. Even JD fan, bless his cotton socks. I reached out to him to see if he knew anything about the trains and this manure thing. Didn't have a clue, obviously, which is annoying. But yeah, obviously a warning there for the foliage. Another one right there. Obviously that's just the map foliage layers. But then going on up, we get to the mods, and obviously, as you see, only a couple of warnings, and I'm pretty clean. This is what you should have, guys. If we're getting into the mods that are available, obviously I've got these yellow ones which are unzipped mods, so I am happy with what it is so far by deleting the entire train system, or that train system, from my XML. But yes, you don't use the trains. Yeah, I would see. I love the trains. I will say I love using the trains if they have a good purpose that aren't just for selling. So yeah, if it had a train coming around the map itself and stayed on the map, I think I'd use it a lot more. Obviously, one of the big ideas I thought of is if I made a map, I would have at least 2, possibly 3 trains on it, all that have to have a use with the productions or moving products around. And great, I've got hailstones. That is not nice. So yeah, I've got a fun one, that's for sure. So apart from trying to figure all that lot out and get that lot going, I did obviously do a bit of selling. I was up to like 37 million. Oh, excuse me. I ended up purchasing a little plot of land over here, and this little green area is, I've already started chopping some trees down, and I've actually done a little bit of landscaping to make it a little bit flatter here, which I like a lot better than that big lump that I had previously. And I'll get to that in just a minute, T Miller. I've also, as you can see, started adding in a few other productions up the back. So I've added in another Elm Creek sawmill. I've got a shingle factory. I have oh crap! I have no idea. Oh, the flooring tile. The whatever that one is, whatever that one is. So yeah, obviously these. Oh yes, for the chairs and the tables, that one. And yeah, I still have no idea what that one is for. And why the heck are you not spawning out? But yeah, this is all stuff that's going to be going into something I actually placed down a couple of weeks ago, and I totally forgot all about it. Well, I didn't forget about it. I forgot to tell you guys about it. But over on the island, I did place down a little something that I've previously mentioned about. But I had to go into the i3D and do a little bit of groundwork. So I now have the roller coaster by Green Thumb Farmer in here. Hence the new productions, because obviously some of them go into this to build it. But yeah, I literally had to go into the i3D and set up multiple planes. Because obviously if you place this down, it has such a huge paint and level area, or whatever it's called. It wasn't working for me. It kept deleting too much of my field for my likings. And obviously I showed this in the previous stream. So I actually went in and literally added in up to, I think it was about 16 individual areas for it to get a better rotation around the actual fencing area, to place it down without much of an issue. I did have to do a little bit of painting here, but apart from that, it looks so much better now. Obviously, if Mr. Green Thumb wants this, I don't mind sending it over to him. But yeah, obviously I don't want to use any fields up. Hence why I didn't put it into field farmer marks. I want to use some of the grassy areas that are around the map and use them up. Obviously productions I want to put into like areas that are previously set up for productions. I don't want to use up field areas like some of you guys do. So yeah, so that is in. But yeah, Green Thumb, if you're out there, buddy, still, or lurking or whatever, if you want this, that's literally how it is when you place it down. Let me know and I can send you that update. I think he wanted to go through and do a few updates to it anyway to adjust a few things, but yeah. Anywho, I'm meant to be doing some planting, guys, so yes. So I've been a little bit busy over the last couple of days, that's for definite. I did have a load of snow in here yesterday, and yeah, that was not fun. Oh cripes. Now I do know I've got a trailer, I think it's that one there, with some stuff seed in it. But let's turn this off. Let's get in and do some work instead of flying around. But yes. Oh, yeah. Let me see what Mr. Miller is going on about. And obviously, yes, I am still live as well over on YouTube. If anybody wanted to tune in over there to help my numbers out. Discord. There we go. And there. That. Do I need the loading station here? The loading station can go anywhere you want, T Miller, in all honesty. As long as it's linked up in the XML correctly. But yeah, that looks fine actually. That looks fine. Well done, Mr. Miller. You're getting there. Right, so yeah, seeds there. I need a tractor and also gonna have a bit of a hill. I wonder what time this finishes. So actually, just from doing this one field, my score has gone up a little bit already with precision farming, which I'm quite kind of nice. I'm up to 58 now, just with a little bit of direct seeding. The tillage has just gone up that little fraction. So yeah, that's not doing too bad. So we're up to 62, 62. Also, I need to work on things like the lime, the fertilizer, and well, the nitrogen, the pH, and the weed control, I should say, on all of them. But yeah, I've got a feeling, obviously, that usually gets registered from what I remember when it comes around to harvesting. So I know it's been limed already. It was fertilized as it was being planted. So in all honesty, it should be fine. Fingers crossed. For the minute, I just need to go over later on in the year and with a weeder or something. Oh, talking about weeders and such and tractors, let me get this guy going. And there's a little something, I don't know if you got or if everybody's seen it, but Giants did put out some information on their new DLC, which will be coming in June, July. Which July, wasn't it? I think it said. We'll get over to the website and have a little look at that in just a sec. So, depending on what it's being used for, because a loading station could be used to take products back out of a production or storage. And where in the heck is this trigger? Sorry, I've got to do it out of cab. But it can also be used to put stuff in. It gets a bit tricky at times. There we go. Boom. Yes, this. I need a new. I need something with a slightly longer pipe. Either I could just set this guy to buy and it should be fine then. But let's get this guy going one more time. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Back you up. Come on, come on. Oh, have to turn it on. I'm pressing the reverse and it's not going back because, yes, some idiot, me, forgot to turn the tractor on. So, if you have not seen it, let me get the Giants website up. And we'll have a little look at something that's coming very, very soon. Yeah, June the 3rd. There we go. So, if you have not seen this yet, obviously, the second DLC for this year has been announced, which is going to be the Plains and Prairies pack, which will be available from June the 3rd. Also, this will be included in the Season 1 pass, so if you've got that, you don't have to worry about buying it, because it's already there. But, if we come into here, obviously, Giants will be adding in Ford into the game with this mod, or this DLC, alongside a few other pieces of equipment. So, 3 new brands, obviously Ford being one of them, but 21 machines. Now, I know some people may not like this, but some people may. I'm looking forward to a couple of pieces in here that I've looked at and I think, oh, that's kind of interesting. But yeah, so Ford, GEA, and Trout River are 3 brand new brands that will be added in with this DLC. Also, we'll get into the more nitty-gritties later on. But for the most part, things like Brent, Fentner, International, Salford, Vadstad, and Versatile are going to be the main equipment brands coming in with this DLC, which is very cool. So if we scroll on down, now this is actually 2 pieces of equipment that I am definitely looking forward to using. So we have the Fent fertilizer spreader here, or lime spreader, which can, from what I understand, be reconfigured to do liquids and solid fertilizers. But this trailer right here, isn't that quite a funky thing? The back raises up to fill it. I like it, I like it. This is something I'm very interested in. I've never seen anything like that before, so yeah, I definitely want to give it a try. But the whole list right there, so you can see right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 pieces of equipment. And obviously these things are big beasts. So obviously there's the Big Roy coming in with the DLC. Now, one thing I was kind of hoping, obviously with this type of tractor, I was hoping of one other type of tractor to be added in with it, and that was the Fendt Tri-6 because it's a very similar style tractor. I know there's mods out there of the Fendt Tri-6, but I would have just loved the Giants to do one themselves to see what they do with it. Because obviously then in 27, 28, whatever the next game would be, modders would be able to get in there and really do some crazy stuff with it. But saying that, they could do crazy stuff with this next time round. But yeah, so we've got some of these big guys right here. Obviously, there's quite a selection of different tractors, in all honesty, from Versatile right there. You've got a nice little one there. We'll get into actually a whole list there. If you actually come over to the DLC, as you can see right here, if you're going to buy it separately, it is $9 basically US, or $9 where, or nine, whatever your local currency would be. Also, if we click onto here, now just remember this is included on the season 1 pass, so you don't have to buy it separately. But if you are, when you go to checkout, let me put that on there. Right here, make sure to use your favorite partner code so you can support them as a content creator. And by the way, hi Farmer Marks and Dead Soul over on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in, bud. Cool. Obviously, mine is Alpaca, Alpaca. Obviously, I support Mr. Dashnet, so I would say use his up first, and then maybe try mine. Obviously, Dashnet's would be Dajnet, so his name basically in Twitch. Obviously, make sure it's all capitals as well. But yeah, any partner who has a code you can put into here and you support them. So yeah, and obviously if we can keep Mr. Dashnet up to the bronze level, he'll still get obviously early access like I do to these DLCs. And yeah, we'll keep them going and keep them going. So anyway, let's go back a minute to here. So what exactly do these guys look like? So you can actually see right here a little glimpse of what they're going to look like. So we do have a medium tractor. We've got lots of large tractors. Now, I looked at this earlier. So we have right here the Ford 976 Versatile. And we have a Versatile 976 tractor. Basically the same model. Obviously one's a Ford, one's a Versatile. Now, same with the next two. Also, we have the Ford 1156 Versatile, and then you have the Versatile 1156. Same model, just looks different. I'm wondering if what they've done is they'll take one model for each of them, but have a configuration in game where you can switch it between Ford and the Versatile. I'm thinking that's how they're going to get around it, so they keep the size of the DLC itself down. Which, if it is fair play to them, go for it. But yeah, obviously you got your big Roy there. Obviously, all of the details there. For example, if you just click on details, they are there. Obviously, over the coming weeks, we should be starting to see fact sheets on Fridays to cover all this. So we should have a lot of information coming when the DLC drops anyway. So yeah, the Big Roy, for example, 600 horsepower and obviously a maximum speed of 20 kilometers an hour, which isn't too bad, I think. Also, we got this guy right here, which is a bit of a Delta track, kind of like a big case quad track type thing. And obviously that ranges from 583 to 665 horsepower, and obviously a top speed of 35 kilometers an hour. So even though they're big tractors, yes, they are going to be a little bit slower, but don't put that off getting it and trying it out. In addition, they are adding a new international truck with the DLC. Obviously, that ranges from 370 horsepower to 515. So, yeah, looking forward to some of this stuff. Now, obviously, coming through, what else do we get? So we got a front loader, we got an auger wagon, obviously that semi-trailer that lifts up at the back. There is also the Vadestat Sea Tank and Seat Hawk being added in, which is kind of nice. Obviously, with this guy, this is like 25.6 meter work width on this. Obviously, if that's a seeder, that'll do all your seed category stuff. But then you got disc harrow, you got a planter right there. Just out of curiosity, that's an 18 meter planter right there. This is what I am looking forward to. Is this guy right here, the Fent Ragtor, I think it's pronounced, or Rogator, I should say, 900. But like I said, I think this can be reconfigured. Obviously, if you look at the picture right there, actually, can I zoom in a bit? There we go. If you look carefully, that actually has a boom on it for liquid spraying. So that would be like your liquid fertilizer and your herbicide. But obviously in the blog, you see it with a tank on the back that's being like solid fertilizer added to it, or lime. So I'm hoping that that will have a configuration for either or, which makes life so much easier. It really does. Obviously we've had this as a mod previously, and it's nice to actually have it in the game. Going on, we have this guy right here. This is another fertilizer spreader. Now this is, I've seen mods of this before as well in 22. Basically this should, I don't know if it's just going to have fertilizer or if it will have solid fertilizer and lime in it. But what it has is a boom arm on the back here that unfolds. So this will go to 22 meters and it'll apply your solid fertilizer and lime at ground level rather than having being sprayed up in the air. Kind of cool. I like it. But then wrapping this up, obviously we got a couple of slurry tanks and obviously a slurry transporter. Look at that freaking tanker there. That thing is a beast. Hey there, Rusty Dale. And what's the question there, Farmer Marks? But yes, this will be coming very, very, very soon. In a little over, was it a month and a half roughly? So definitely make sure to get that. 21 new pieces of equipment. Wow. But there we go. Out of interest, so anything on the in-game mod hub, just update. Also, yeah, make sure to go onto the in-game hub and update any of your mods that have been updated recently as well. There we go. There's that. How's this dude doing? Oh, I'm going to need to get some solid fertilizer in this dude in a minute. But yes, there we go. Yeah, I have no idea, Ghost DK. I really don't know. I really don't know why they called it plains and prairies. It's like, yeah, I was expecting maybe other animals or something like that to be brought in. But yes, that is something that you'd have to direct to Giants, I guess. Ask, why is it called plains and prairies? Plains and prairies. Oh, yeah, not a Scooby-Doo. I really don't know. But right, let's go grab some solid fertilizer, get this refilled, and we'll top up the the seed as well while we're at it. Forward our junk. Yeah, saying that, some people like the forward equipment, others don't. So yeah, everybody has their own opinion. There we go. So I'm thinking if that comes out on the 3rd, the 1st. I guess the end of next month. Oh crap! I can't even see where the heck the trigger thing is. Yeah, so hopefully I will be getting that to show off the Friday before release, which will be nice. And then you can choose whether you're going to be installing it or not. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, let me do it that way. That might help. Dang you, trailer, get out of the way. Okay, I'm just going to move this guy out of the way. Come on, get out of the way a minute. I brought some manure up to make some more fertilizer, and it was just unloading. I guess it must be full for the minute. Kinex, bells, really? Come on! I just want some fert. There we go. There we go. Yay! Holy cripes! There's that. Let's close that up, and we'll slap some in there. Oops, too far. Right, there we go. God. Oh yes, maybe some gophers or prairie dogs will come with it. You never know, Hector. You never know. But yeah, obviously, yeah, bigger vehicles are usually used on the bigger fields and plains and prairies. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from there, Mr. T. Miller. So, yeah. Who the heck knows at the end of the day? Actually, the big one I'm really waiting for is the UK map that's coming in the 4th DLC. That is going to be fun to watch and play around with, I think. There we go. Right then, there we go. We'll get you lined back up. It's kind of interesting that it's leaving a little bit of a gap there. It is what it is, but yeah. Now, I don't want to run away too much from this guy because it takes so much to refill. It's a pain, so I'm kind of sticking with it at the moment. But yeah. You would have expected something special for horses and a little plane to do crop dusting or something in the Western style. Yeah, that would be quite nice. Definitely, Ghost. Definitely, definitely, definitely. If you don't have the season pass, I'm sure if I would get it right away. Oh, if I didn't have the season pass, I'm not sure if I would get it right away. Not very expensive. Yeah, not exciting for you. It seems like a lot of people are very disappointed in Giants content that they're putting out at the minute. So yeah, the next app was quite nice. I will say that. However, I'm finding myself too limited with it. And also, I was having a few issues as well. I've still got this stuff. I've got it all in storage. But yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, Fords are junk. I don't know, because yeah, like I said, some people do like the Ford tractors, and it is nice to see that they are adding some of the older brands back into the game, base game wise. Obviously, think about it, all the DLCs that are coming out for this game should be free and unlocked in the next game version. So we can always go in next time and modify them a little bit, shall we say. But yeah, oh. I'm looking at my little mini map here, and that is one weird configuration for sugarcane. Interesting, I don't know. But anyway, apart from that, so what's you guys? So obviously, I know some people hate it, some people are not sure. But from what you've seen with the Plains and Prairies DLC so far, what is everyone's thoughts of it? Obviously, I know some of you've already put your comments in, so I think we'll pass on a couple of those farmer marks. Come on, dude, just go, will you? I think what it is where this was a field previously, it's kind of a little bit off with the guidance, shall we say, for it. It's having a little bit of issues. Hey, Ghost Viking, how you doing, buddy? Did you see the DLC announcement that was put out yesterday? But yeah, actually, one of the big things is obviously with those bigger tractors that have the like 6 or 8 wheels, how do they perform going around bends and stuff? Oh, I just run a deer over. I do apologise. It's like I don't know. It's kind of weird. Will they have different wheel options and stuff? But yeah, it's definitely going to be one to look into and possibly use. But yeah, that trailer that's coming that lifts up at the back is one thing I am looking forward to. Checking that out. In addition, the Fent Furt spreader that I'm looking forward to, and maybe a couple of the other tractors as well along the way. I don't know yet. We'll see. Might be helpful for pulling plows. So yes. And thank you very, very much there, Mr. Viking, for the 40 stream streak. Much appreciated. Oh, PJ, if you're still out there, you've had it for a couple weeks, my dear. uh, yes. Maybe all-wheel steering, possibly, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. So I know, obviously, when I've used it, like the Tri-6, for example, the Fendt Tri-6, that's had multiple wheel options. Obviously, all-wheel, rear-wheel, crab steer, and all that as well. So you're looking forward to it, Madeira? Oh, good. Who knows? We might be able to do a giveaway with either a Season 1 pass, something, I don't know, or just give away the DLC itself if anybody wants it before the end of the month. Yes. Actually, here's a question. I'm gonna put a poll up. Actually, I think in chat just to see something. I want to be a little bit nosy. I'm not going to apologise, but I want to be nosy. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. P-O-O-O. There we go. Okay, so um, nice simple little one. Yes. No. We'll put it up 5 minutes. So this is literally going to be a quick one. So we'll start. So, do you own the FS25 Season 1 Pass? Yes or no? Actually, I'm just kind of curious how many people out there right now who's watching, lurking, actually own the Season 1 Pass already? Whether it was gifted to you or you purchased it yourself, let us know. Because that can, um, I think that could affect things like giveaways. Because obviously, if a lot of people say they've got it, it'd be more beneficial to go in and maybe do a DLC giveaway, for example. But yeah, put it in the poll, not in chat. I'm not too worried about if people have it. I know a lot of you guys have it anyway, but yeah. Hey there, Green Thumb Farmer. How you doing, mate? I guess you're working, and yeah, you're very welcome. Thank you, PJ, for giving Green Thumb a shout out. Much appreciated. But yes, it's definitely interesting. I'm actually semi looking forward to it. I'm not as excited as I was with the Nexat DLC, but yeah, a couple of things I would definitely use. You're on your coffee break. Just stopped by to say hi to everyone. Ah, okay. Hi everyone from. Let's see. We've got 3 minutes left on that poll. We've had 11 votes so far. Yes is in the lead, but it's interesting that there is people that do not have the season 1 pass, which is very, very interesting. I updated FS22 version and 1.8.1 and it's broken the PV County train. There is no PV County for FS25. I'm guessing you're on about Rivers Remastered, which is the one we are on. Yes, we know about or I know about the train being broken. I actually was talking about that earlier on. In particular, it's the train system to the west. Typical. Come on, come on. There you go. So yeah, I do know that this particular train that calls here is the one that's broken. Obviously, I've gone in and I've already deleted that train line itself to get rid of the errors. But yeah, I think I know how to fix it, but whether it causes more issues, I don't know. I need to do a little bit of testing on that before I do a complete map update. Obviously, Mr. Dajna is away currently due to real life situations that he has to deal with, which is why he's not been live of late. But yes, it is a known thing. In addition, there's also a manure distance texture error as well. And how you doing there, by the way, Goju73? Welcome in, long time no see. Yeah, basically the PV Rivers Remastered, the current version, has kind of become my responsibility, and yeah, it's not good when you don't know half of the crap you need to know. But yeah, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, I also put up a post on Facebook after the update to state that yes, the train line is broken, it's being looked into, same with the manure thing, and hopefully there might be a fix coming, and yeah, I'm honestly not sure. I'm honestly not sure, but looking at it, so yes, 9-4 on the nose so far. Still got a 30 seconds to go. So yeah, if any of you guys are lurking out there, come on, Itzy, put a yes or no in the poll to whether you actually own the FS25 Season 1 pass or you don't. Obviously, I do. Actually, no, I don't. Thinking about it, no, I don't because I gave it away. However, I get them free, so I'm kind of happy. To be honest, this is what I've done in 22. Um, I never actually bought the season 1 pass. However, I kind of wish I did because I ended up buying all the DLCs individually, and yeah, either got them individually or I was actually giving them early access. So yeah, it's kind of like, oh, why didn't I just buy the season passes when they came out? Because at the end of the day, those season passes are there to give you guys a lower rate than buy them all individually, a cheaper deal as it were. But that is a really weird map. That really is a weird map. I might just go around with Furt Spreader afterwards just to get rid of those bits in between. So so nine of you guys voted yes. You have the season 1 pass, and was that 4 said no. So for those ones, actually, I'm not going to say. I'm not going to ask. I won't ask. I was going to say those who said no. Would you um, buy it yourself, the season 1 pass? Or are you just holding off to see what Giants puts out and then make a decision closer to the end of the year? and then get the whole lot in one hit type thing. Or just buy the DLC that you want. But that's what was, thinking about it, I just had a thought there. Because obviously there's 4 parts to the Season 1 pass. So the next act was the first one. We got the Plains and Prairies, which was announced literally yesterday. So the next one is the Stars Align, which will be in the 3rd quarter of 2025. See, looking at that, I would say it's something to do with GPS or something. Maybe an improved GPS guidance steering or something, I don't know. Being added to the game again, I don't know. Maybe it works better with the grapes and... Oh, now there we go. Maybe they're testing a hired helper that will actually work base game with the grapes and olives. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Maybe that's what it is. Simple AI or something, I don't know. Usually knowing them, they'll probably add in additional tractors and equipment and stuff. But then obviously the big one, I think, is going to be the big one that would sell a lot of the Season 1 passes, is obviously going to be that 4th DLC in the Season 1 pass, which is a new map. From the picture, it looks like it's based within the UK, which is quite nice. I still think, it could be Scotland or Ireland, in my opinion. One of those two. But yeah, that is definitely one to look forward to. But yes. Oh, there we go again. Let's close that down. We need seat. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll run over this probably after the first growth stage and just finish off that fertilizer option. There we go. There we go. And the pipe's on that side, isn't it? Yep. Should be there. Oh, that's why. I'm thinking, why is the pipe not moving?
Hello there.
Sure, the pipe should move. Is this one of those static ones? It is, isn't it? Yeah. Dang it! That's why I'm having issues unloading. And I'll get to that question in just a second. So, is the DLC a Season Pass DLC or a buyable? So Silverado, welcome in by the way, first of all. So if you have the Season 1 Pass the Season 1 Pass already, you will get it automatically free with the Season 1 Pass. But you can buy it separately if you wanted to. It's only $9 or 9 whatever currency it is. So it's not gonna break the bank, I don't think, but definitely one I think people should try out. There we go. But yes, and hello there, Soft Stuff. How are you doing, sir? Thank you very much for the Obi-Wan Kenobi. So yes, I'd like to know what I'm buying, and being disappointed earlier with Giant Season Passes, I've decided to wait and see and buy them one by one. You only need to drop one of them DLCs to make it just as cheap. Yeah, exactly, that's true. Yeah, so you're basically paying for 3 and getting 1 free really with the Season Pass, as it were. What was it, $45 I think it was for the Season 1 Pass, so yeah, you're saving a little bit but not much. But yes, it is what it is. But yeah, if you got Season Pass, yep, you'll get it automatically. Yeah, no worries, no worries. And Pizza the Cat 2012. Thank you for the follow, and thank you very much for the Prime sub. Much appreciated. You could have used it on anybody else, but you decided to use it on this nothing person. But thank you very much, much appreciated. Yeah, and obviously Soft Stuff says I'm doing all right. Yeah, not doing too bad, but yeah, if you guys are not following Soft Stuff, obviously I popped a link in chat, so make sure to click on the link, give him a follow. He is a great content creator. He is actually on Uncharted Valley at the minute, doing some working over there. So yeah, some tree work and stuff. Definitely go over, check out what he's getting up to each time he is live. But yes, hello. I like this sort of stuff. Oh well, thank you very much. Yes, I've kind of started putting a lot of limitations on myself with FS25 compared to the previous years. And obviously this is something I've covered many times, but for those just joining, so with this current playthrough anyway, notice how I say this playthrough, not this game. I've actually limited myself to a few things, so I'm actually going to get my little list so I don't miss anything. So the first thing is, I can only do in-cab view unless I'm having issues trying to, like for example, reversing. That's one of the big things I'm still trying to work out. I'm getting there, but there's a lot of reversing. I still have difficulties, so that's the only time I come out of in-cab view. And also, yeah, with trying to refill that blinking thing, it just wasn't quite working right. It's Just Me Cope is raiding with a party of 2. How are you doing there, Mr. Cope? Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully you had a good stream, sir. Just going back, so yeah, the other thing is no tabbing into other vehicles. That is something I've just added, well, I've added in at the same time. But yeah, if you guys are not following Mr. It's Just Me Cope, make sure to click on that or one of those links there. Thank you, PJ. So you just beat me. And check him out. He is a great content creator. He does a variety of streams, and at the minute it seems to be focused on Farm Sim 25, and in particular this map. I don't know why, but yeah. So in cab view only unless I have to go out of cab. No tabbing to other vehicles. If I want to get to another vehicle, I've literally got to get out of this one, walk over to the other vehicle, or get another car and drive to where I need to go. So yeah, a bit of hectic on that one, especially if you have to go to the other end of the map. And then the other thing is no auto-loading bales onto a trailer, which is crazy, but it's actually kind of fun. If you haven't tried it, it is very, very fun to do. Grab yourself a telehandler and a bale fork, preferably one of the multi ones. Ooh, somebody's got a singing fish. Nice. So currently, I have, is it this one that I'm using for my bales? Yeah, I've got this guy right here with a weight on the back. Ooh, you can have the scanner on that as well. And I am using this thing right here to pick up the bales off of the ground, 3 at a time. And I'm basically parking a trailer at the side of a field, and I'm picking them up and put them onto the trailer. Now, obviously, from there, it is also loading them, but I'm technically off of the field. But yeah, I've got these guys as well, which came out the other day, which I wouldn't mind trying as well. And obviously, these can go on your telehandler, your wheel loaders, and also you got loads of color options as well in here, so you could really match it in. So I might be changing it over to one of these guys. I haven't decided yet. It's very similar to that one, I believe, size-wise, but I'll have to have a look. But yeah, I like it. I like that. I like that little pack. So yeah, no auto-loading bales. But apart from that, I do kind of have a little bit of free reign at times with some of this stuff. But yes. Love you, Billy. You have a dentist appointment. Okay, well, oh, good luck with that, Mr. Culp. And yeah, thanks. If I'm still going when you get back, you never know. We'll probably raid it out by that time you come back, though. But yes, all the best for that. But yeah, thank you very much for bringing your peeps over. Much appreciated, definite. You're getting your false teeth today. Oh, nice. Yeah, I actually got some false teeth to put in the back on top, but I find them too uncomfortable. Yeah. Obviously, a few years ago, quite a few years ago, I ended up having, I think it was 11 teeth removed all in one hit. They ended up giving me dentures that go on the upper part of my mouth to the back so I can chew properly. And I just could not get on with them. I really couldn't. They were, I think they just needed a little bit loosening off in places. It was rubbing my gums too much, and it hurt. So I thought, oh, bugger it. I just can't bother putting them in. I've worked around it. Let's put it that way. But yeah, you wouldn't believe it, would you? You would not believe it. But yeah, I still got all the teeth at the front. But yeah, that's a lifetime of munching on sweets and candies and such. It's definitely not good for you. And I'm going to get on some of that action as well. There we go. But yes, look at that, look at that. Yes, Mama do. Try again. Just exclamation mark fish. Oh, there we go. Yep. Oh, look at that. Right. Oh, so close. So close. My pancake's almost right in the bullseye. Holy cripes. But yes, it is fun. So yeah, one of the big things I did, really focused on last night is getting the sawmills filled up. So I don't know what they're like now though. I need to keep an eye on them. But yeah, all three sawmills were filled up pretty well. So that should really crank on with a lot of stuff. At some point I do want to look into starting to get some of the products taken off to the roller coaster. What am I looking for? That there. Working on the production recipes for the new one factory. Okay, Team Miller, cool. Ooh. Before I forget as well. For those who do already have the production storage control mod, one of the things you can do is any sub-products or byproducts can also be set to distributing from your factories. So resin, wood chips, stuff like that are a sub-product can now be distributed with that new mod that came out on Monday. So I would highly recommend getting it, especially if you haven't got a lot of factories down already. Now, if you're Farmer Marks, you might want to rethink your life, but yeah. But yeah, all you literally have to do is come in, once you've got the mod installed, come into your menu, or go to your, I think it's cooperage. Does that hurt? No, that's only got, oh yeah. This is Primer, because I don't think I've actually done this one yet. But yeah, you come into the menu, select a product, go to change output mode, click on that, and obviously you'll see each individual item. Okay, I've got it all set to distribute. I think, if I remember rightly, initially this is set to keep. All you literally do is select an item, and then come down here, click select, change it, and you can actually set them everything up in the production now to either be stored within the production itself, so no more automatic pallets spotting out. Obviously, that is what you want to set the keep to. That will keep the products in the factory. You can set them to spawn if you wanted to. So that will spawn the pallets out automatically. You can set it to sell. Obviously, with the selling, that will sell the products direct from your factory. But bear in mind, the price on products may go down dramatically by keeping it on constantly selling. So I'd maybe just set to distribute like I have. But yeah, all these byproducts, as it were, the wood chips, for example, set that onto distribute, and you can send that to a storage or to another factory that needs wood chips, and you're good to go. So yeah, I've literally done that with the sawmill. So if I come into here, for example, we'll click on the product, go to here, and as you can see, obviously I've got the planks, long planks, and beams set to spawn, so I can pick them up from the sawmill myself. But I do have the wood chips now and the resin set to distribute, and they are distributing from the sawmill regularly to where they need to go. So glue factory or the glass factory for the resin, and then obviously wherever they need to go for wood chips. Now the other thing is to keep an eye on storages. If you've got a wood chip storage that's set up as a production, that might fill up very, very quickly. But yeah, I've got that fairly full. That was filled up. That was filled up. And where the heck is it? There's the other sawmill. That wasn't quite full, but yeah, I've got stuff being made. That's the main thing. Finally. Oh crap! You've run out again. All right, Peter the cat. Thank you very much for popping in. You got to go, unfortunately, but yeah, obviously we will be here again probably Friday. If you want to pop in, you're more than welcome to. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays are my usual stream days. But yeah, you're more than welcome to pop in and have a chat if you want to. There we go. There we go. Let's see. See, now this is another bit as well where it's very tricky. Ah, crap. Done it again, haven't I? Is some of these pieces of equipment are just that little bit too high. Oh, is it going to get it? Is it going to get it? Oh, give me it, give me it, yes. Beautiful. There. Do you know what the cost is? The cost to distribute? And Bear 4050. Thank you very much for that mega fart. And welcome in. To be honest, I have no idea. I really don't know how much Giants have set it for distributing. Obviously, I've had all of my factories set up to distribute for quite some time. And here we go, get this guy going again. Let's have a look at my costs. So, come into finance menus, well, the one I want. Let's see. Property maintenance, property income, property costs. So production costs. I guess that would probably come under that. So for doing the distributing and the production running, anyway, it's costing me around about 200 to 250, depending on the month, I guess, and what I've got running. But yeah, a couple of $100,000 per month. Obviously, the nice thing is I'm selling regularly, so I can actually keep on top of this now, which is kind of nice. So yeah, yeah, that's something they need to add in as a breakdown as well, or let us know how much it costs to actually like distribute products and how much of a discount you get for automatically distributing or auto what you call it, auto selling and stuff like that. But yeah, I know Revamp had it set so you could actually go in and adjust that. I'm hoping they add that back in. But yeah. Yeah, so that's my costs, and obviously it'd be nice if I could go back a little bit further to see what it was like last year. But saying that, I've got a lot of productions up and running, so yeah, it's going to cost a little bit. That's the thing, and obviously the more factories you have, obviously this is one thing you have to think of is the production costs. You have to make sure that you've got enough coming in each month to cover these, otherwise things could potentially end up shutting down on you, and obviously you going severely out of debt. So yeah, or into debt, I should say. You have mine. I had mine was 1 million. You're up to 1 million. Oh blimey. Yes. That is bonkers. That really is bonkers. $1 million a month. Oh, sheesh. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. Oh, that's what I was wanting to look at actually. Is when is this hail going to disappear? So 11 o'clock. So yeah, obviously with being in March, obviously I've got cotton I've got to get planted. Obviously I've done some. Oh, I might do a second field. I'm not quite sure yet. But oilseed radish, if I wanted to, I could get that planted now. Peas, poplar. So I need to get my planter down into the bottom left field and get that planted with poplar, as I previously wanted. I do want to get a field of potatoes, and I want a big field of potatoes planted. So I need to do that at some point. I've got spinach to get in. I've got sugar beets to get in. Obviously, sugar cane is going in right now. That's what I'm focusing on at the minute. And obviously, sunflower. But yes, lots to go. And actually, while I think about it, I think he'll be fine for the minute. I can keep an eye on him with the simple inspector mod there. If I come over here, I've got my little cedar. I do have seasons on. Yes, we're getting hail at the minute. This is meant to last till 11 o'clock in the morning. But I turned the damage off before the hurricane came through. So yeah. But yes, I shouldn't, in theory, lose any crops. Let's put it that way. There we go. Right, so that, let's see, poplar, poplar, there we go. This guy doesn't need filling back up, so we'll first fill this up with some seed, and then we'll go down and make a start on this. Hopefully, yeah, I kind of wish that pipe was a little bit higher. Nope. Or did I just go right past it? Come on. Come on, come on. Give me the pop-up. Give me the pop-up. Oh, there we are. There we are. Yeah, I wish that pipe was just a little bit longer or either a little bit higher on the seed makers and that. Just so you can get underneath with some of the equipment a little bit easier. It's a nightmare at times, but yes. But right then, so there we go, put you on cruise. So yeah, we are heading down to this little plot here, right below 21 on the map for me. That is where my little poplar is going to be planted. But what I'll do is I'll get a hired helper to plant the field while I take a quick break, and then I'll look into getting like a roller set up on that other field for the oats and such. But yeah, obviously, if you guys got any questions, you're more than welcome to ask as well. If I know the answer, I will try and answer it. We'll get rid of those lines a minute. But yeah, I've got a busy time ahead, that is for sure. Lots of planting to do. And not enough time. Oh, that's what I should have done. I should have upped the days. I was going to put it to 2 days before planting became. Oh, dang it! And I don't know what you were trying to post there, but no links, please there. And yeah, I don't tend to buy followers and stuff like that as well. Go. And goodbye. Sorry. Right, so my new little field here can be popularized. Actually, let me check, just make sure. Oh, let me turn that off a sec. Give me a field. There we go. Okay. Go. So you guys can sit here and watch this guy going back and forth, planting, and I will be right back. Oh, right. Thank you, Tony Truck, for the pipes falling there. Jeez, that was loud. But yeah, I will be right back, guys. Enjoy watching this dude. And we're back. Hey there, Mr. KW. How you doing, buddy? Welcome back in. There we go. What's that? There's a new mod that makes you drive inside the tractors and truck cars. Is there? Is it on the in-game mod hub, is it? Because I know all the ones I've seen today were just updates. Came out 3 days ago. Okay, let's have a look. Giants Mod Hub. So that would have been Monday, same time as the production thing. Let's see. I know there was one by DD Mod Passion for only in-cab view. I've tried that before, but obviously where I have issues reversing. Yeah, I haven't really added it in properly. Yeah, that was only an update. Also, we've got the supply and transport contracts. Remember player position was updated. Ooh, decal foliage pack. This pack includes 3 custom decal foliage and offers a more coherent overall concept on each card. See, that's something I don't get. Oh, it's a prefab. Okay, dang it. Why do some people call maps cards? I don't get that. I really don't get that. But yes, I know all about the only in vehicle camera mod. If that's the one you're on about there, Farm Marks. Yeah, I know about it. But yeah, obviously when, like I've said, I still have issues reversing some equipment into sheds, so I don't always stay in cab because I just have equipment here, there, and everywhere. But he is fine for the minute anyway. We'll come back to you later on. Go away. Let's have a little look. pH is bad. Oh man. See, I don't know what it is. I'm going to leave these for the minute because I know that all of my fields before planting have been limed apart from my rice fields. So I'm going to leave them for the minute and see what it's like once they've been harvested, whether that pH goes up. I'm hoping it is. Alright, so we need... What else was there? Sugarcane is going in. Got poplar going in. We've got... Oh yeah, the roller, that's what I was going to do, wasn't I? I remember now. It's a German translation thing, yeah. I just don't get it, because so many people say card. It's a friggin' map! Court, rather than cart. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't get it. It's a freaking map at the end of the day. M-A-P. Oh. I don't know. Oh, and that's another thing as well. If anybody wants a job, let me know. In particular, I'm after people who can translate things within the map. So I know a lot of the products that we've added in 25 don't have a non-English translation, and I'd love some of you guys, if you're able to, do some translating. So if anybody's up for a little job, let me know. I'll have to set up some like a spreadsheet or something, so you can add in the information. But yes, I know nothing. Oh, there we go. My wok ran out of steam. Here we go. Let's see. So somebody's on zero. Oh, it looks like the sugarcane dude has stopped again. Get him back up and running. See what he needs. Probably needs seed. Actually, is this the second one or third? I can't remember. Actually, he's really there. He's only got what? A couple more rows, and then maybe that's it. Either side. I think it's by the headland now, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. What fun! Obviously, I don't mind going through using Google Translate. The biggest issue is if it puts the wrong pronunciation in, it could end up adding in like a rude word, for example. That's kind of why I'm trying to stay away from doing the Google side of things. But yeah, if anybody speaks German, Dutch, Swedish, French, Spanish, whatever, if you got a spare, I don't know, maybe half hour, maybe an hour, let me know. Either message me on Discord or through Twitch or even YouTube, and we'll see if we can get some translations added into the map. So luckily this only needs some seed. Okay. Good, 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 good. Yes, because that would be quite nice. Yeah, obviously you've got to be able to speak both English and your native tongue would be quite nice. Oh, did I disconnect you? Oops. There we go. Right in. Yeah, I need to get a better auger wagon. One that has a slightly longer pipe for doing this seed transporting. Oh, it is fun. Right then. Let's see if we can actually do this without going out of camera this time. Or out of cab. So get it nice and tight. And hopefully... Too close, too close! Try and keep it straight. There we go. Should be somewhere about there. There we go. I did it, kind of. I did get caught up on there. But there we go. Let's see, we'll stop that there. And that's another thing I am trying to get into doing as well, is going to the correct side of the vehicle to get in. That's another thing as well. Kind of crazy. I really must be crazy. But let's back you up a minute. And hit hired helper. There you go. Yes. Need one with an adjustable pipe. Let's have a look. See if we can do away with this thing. Auger wagon. I think need something with a big old capacity, something that will take seeds. See, something like that might be nice. But doesn't do the seeds. It's got a nice little pipe there. But doesn't do seed. Ah, dang it. See, there's that. Actually, I own one of them. Could do a test on that one. That's an idea. Actually, I think he's about finished anyway, so we'll leave him for the minute. This seems to work okay with normal seeders anyway and planters. It's just really that thing where it's that little bit higher and taller is where it becomes a little bit of an issue. Oh heck, my phone's about to die. Let me plug you in. But yes, if anybody like Mr. Viking or Ghost DK, Madeira, if any of you guys have a spare bit of time, it would be much appreciated for some translations. Actually, let me go and see. Yes, after people to translate some of the products on the map, Mr. Viking. I know you're kind of busy, really, but yeah. If you're interested, let me know. Dang, this dude's fast. Slow down! Slow down! Now, the only reason I'm chasing him is because I want this tractor in a minute. Come here, you. There we go. Oh. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Roller, wasn't it? Yes, a roller. I was going to grab a roller for the alt field that I did earlier. There. Yeah, you can do that field and then you can come on to this one afterwards. So that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, obviously there's no great rush. I'd love to have it maybe done for the next version of the map, so yeah. There we go. So I was just adjusting my YouTube stream. It was a little bit off-sided. Let's see how we get on. Crash. Oh no. Oh, that's another thing I've noticed as well since the last update, and I don't know if anybody else has noticed it, but we're using the enhanced steering, or the whatever you want to call it. This thing, the steering assist. When you get to the end of a line, it actually turns your tractor off of cruise control. It's kind of cool that you can actually now set it to manually turn it off or have it automatic. I don't remember seeing that before, but that is very, very cool. I guess that's good if you're not quite paying attention and you have it set to automatic. It'll automatically stop your tractor at the end of the row. So I'm going to keep that on for the minute. Oh, fudge monkeys. I didn't mean to do it right now, but okay. Yeah, that was in the patch notes. I thought it was. And go. I had a feeling it was. So it's kind of cool. Now, if only the AI helper would actually work on the grapes and the olives for harvesting them and stuff. That would be nice. There we go. I believe that is now the whole map field done. Let's have a look quickly. Yeah, I think it was actually in the last update because I don't remember seeing that before. Was it 1.7 came out? Yeah, that looks fine. Looks a little bit wet to be honest, but that's fine. That is good. We'll call it there. This guy can now go away for about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, whatever it is. I think it's every 3 years still, isn't it? To replant poplar and sugarcane. So he is fine. Right. Let's see, let's see, let's see. What else we got? So we need to get some potatoes in. Which is probably... What field have I got that's big that I can put potatoes in? Good question. Oh heck. It looks like my popper dude has stopped. See, this isn't too bad because I can see all the top of obviously the piece of equipment behind. There we go. But when you get like huge trailers or big pieces of equipment that you really cannot see where the back of it is, that is where I really need the out of cab view. There we go. And using the mirrors just is impossible with some of this stuff. There we go. Right, you can stay there. That's another thing. This planter, this potato planter, I bought one, and when I brought this in here, it was perfectly straight. For some weird reason, it's walked to the side. I have no idea why. It's crazy, some of this equipment. That can be closed. Oh yeah, let's take the seat down to the other dude, because that's probably what he's waiting for. Yeah, go away, hail, will ya? Jeez. I don't know what's worse, whether it's the hail or the tornadoes. I think the hail is actually probably worse, more damaging to your crops, because it can come in like multiple times throughout the year, whereas like tornadoes is usually like once a year type thing. The Kenzie planter does the same, yeah. It's weird. I don't know why. And that planter is the base game one as well. The potato planter there. It's crazy. I don't understand why it does it though. Right, let's pop that pipe away a second. And we'll take this down and we'll fill up that other cedar a sec. That's what actually that's one thing I still have not used in 25 yet, is the Kenzie planter. I've been using the Horse Pronto, I think it is the one I got that I modded. For the simple fact, I like doing like the rolling and stuff. And actually saying that, I know on the game mod hub now, somebody's actually put out I think it's the Kenzie planter, where it will do the mulching, the planting, obviously the fertilizing, and rolling all in one hit. It's like crazy. I think that came out, was it last week or the week before? I don't know. It's like, you cheating buggers. Do it individually. It's more fun that way. uh, but yeah, it's definitely going to be fun doing my rice fields this year. They're a little bit bigger than last, so hopefully I'll get a better yield off of them. The Horse Maestro is the one you want. Yeah, I think it's the Horse Maestro. Maestro, whatever it is. Yeah, it is the Maestro. That thing right there. That's the one I'm using. But yeah, the Kenzie, what you want to pronounce it. Yeah, obviously where... That was more Impact 7 to be honest. Kind of spoil it by adding in the roller option as well. Now, if there was an option where you could have certain things connected to it, then that would be kind of nice. So like, say for instance, you could have it doing the seeding and fertilizing, but not the rolling, but have the option to have that added would be quite nice. Same with the mulching and stuff like that of the field. That would be an interesting option. Right, I need to have this the other side. But actually, he's done not too bad actually. He's got most of this field covered now. That's a good thing. key. Now, is that going to automatically open? No, it's not. Oh. There we go. Nope, wrong side. Come on, the other tractor I want. It's coming around here. Right. Open up the back. And we'll open up the front tank. There we go. Yes, this is why I need another auger wagon. Come on, where are you? Oh, I'm miles away, what the heck? There we go. Now, am I gonna get? I don't think I'm gonna get close enough in there. Switch tractors, and we'll fold this guy up. Right, you're fine. Thanks. I should know this by now. This needs to be folded up to get in there close enough. I should know the amount of times I've done this. That's usually near the back here. Is he gonna hit it this time or not? Not. Ah, bugger it. Come on. Where are you? Why are you not getting it now? Come on. Ah, bugger it. Time to get rid of this old thing. Do my head in. Let's go get my other auger wagon and get that filled up. It's being a pain. Usually if I fold up the cedar I can get closer, but for some reason I just can't do it today. Don't know what's wrong. Maybe because I'm live. Ugh. I think it was about 70,000 litres. Okay. Mind you, this is the seeds that was left over from the cedar when I moved it across. Also, I had to sell the old one and put a new one down. And yes, definitely had a fair bit left in it. That's for sure. But yeah, how are you guys getting on with that lurk bait at the minute? Is anybody getting close to Farmer Marks? Just remember, and then just another what, 15 days or something like that, and obviously we will find out who is going to be the lurk bait master for May. Obviously, whoever is at the top there will be getting a Steam gift card worth 20 UK pound. Obviously, that'll be converted to whatever your currency is. So if you're in, for example, the US, you may find out you get like 26 US dollars or whatever. So it might be worthwhile just get in and give it a try, guys. There we go. Let's pop that there a sec. I think it's the M2 here, if I remember rightly. I've been watching Mr. Dajal Crew streaming of late. Oh crap. There we go. There we go. Thankfully he's got the thing I want. Yeah, his map. If you haven't watched Mr. Dajal Crew, definitely go over and check out his farm. Holy cripes! He likes to do some landscaping, I'll tell you that. Yes, he is pretty awesome. You wouldn't even recognize the map. There's another person that should be making their own mapping, if you ask me. There we go. Indeed. Did that close? I don't think it did. Nope, there we go. But yes, I have a case tractor here, by the way. Went with one of the big Steigers to pull my auger wagon for unloading the harvesters. So, yeah, it's not bad actually. If you've got a wheel, I will say, if you've got a wheel, using these sort of vehicles where they're articulated is so much easier. It really, really is. I'm close on it. 10k more to go. Just 10k, is it? Okay. Bless you. Bless you. Oh, Farmer Marks 20,000. Dead Soul 9,000. Just under 10k, yeah. But it's getting there. It is definitely getting there. Here we go. Right. This should have. Come on. Oh, keyboard. That's another thing as well. My keyboard. I don't know why, but it keeps turning itself off. It's got like a power save mode built into it, so after like a 60 seconds, if you haven't used it, it powers down. But obviously, if you hit a key, like say for instance to extend the pipe out, which is the O key, um, if it's gone dark, you have to then hit one of the outer keys, like the control key for example, or alt key, to activate it. It's like, come on, really? Can't you just do it with any key? And I don't know how to change it so it stays on a little bit longer. But it makes sense, I guess. There we go. Right, let's try this again, shall we? Go. I don't think I'm getting close enough. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get a better auger wagon. Because these are misbehaving for the minute for some reason. Come on, really? I don't usually have this sort of problems. Come on. It's usually around about back there. Let me see something. Oh, I'm such a dummy. This thing doesn't like me at all today. It's not liking me, why not? Come on, I usually freaking fill up with that thing. What is going on? Let's try this way. Yeah, see, it goes into that back hopper. And I know I usually do it every year. Are you gonna be serious? Oh, there we go. There we are, that's what I wanted. That's all I wanted. Yes, I use this cedar, and usually I don't have an issue filling it back up. There. Yeah, I usually use that other one, and I can usually get it on this side here. But for some weird reason, after this last update, it just doesn't seem to be detecting some of the triggers the same as it used to, which is really frustrating. Normally, I don't usually have to have it folded as well. I can usually get it when it's unfolded quite easily, and for some reason now it's just peeing me off. But yeah, I need something with a longer frickin' pipe. Maybe something like that. I'll have to play around and see which one fits better, but obviously I'd have to mod it. If it gets the pipe over, fine. The biggest thing is going to be the capacity, and obviously you could use something like that, which I know Boomhauer's modified it as well, but I don't know. How many, does anybody actually use this sort of trailer for their seed and fertilizer? Um, Finished, if you're still out there. There's probably a collision around where the spawn trigger is. I know PJ was having the same issue. You do? Is it any good? Obviously, the 43,000 litres isn't the biggest, but I could quite easily go in and edit it, to be honest. You modded yours? Okay. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I know there's quite a few people who've been using those C-tenders. I don't really want to keep using them. But yeah, it depends. I know some people have had issues with the pipe at the back as well. I might have a little play, see what it's like base game wise. I won't release this for the minute because I am going to be using it quite a bit. But the capacity size is the thing that's really putting me off, in all honesty. 43, that would only fill it up maybe twice. I thought that, actually, I was thinking, wasn't the 22 version had multiple capacities or something in it? So we've got that. Let's grab a truck of some kind. What don't I have? I don't want to use you because you're just so underpowered. I could go with the Mac. Oh, that one's up in the mine, isn't it? Try to think. Ooh, what's one like that? How about something like that? I haven't used that yet. What configurations have we got on this? Is that it? I'm not a big fan of this. Is it the day cab on stuff? I'll see. If I was doing like American Truck Simulator, for example, then yeah, that'd be fine. But no. Yeah, let's just grab one of you guys. With a shorter. There we go. Beacon lights, mirrors. I'm not too worried about any of that. Because this is going to be simple. We'll release you for the minute. There we go. Come on, go back, go back, go back. Okay. Super speed. Don't worry. Hey, Benny Hill time. I need to get that sound clip going, shouldn't I? For this part. Oh, that'd be funny. Oh, that's the point. Rolling. I keep forgetting to roll. Wee-haw. Whoa. We're not going in the water. There we go. But let's see what Mr. Finist's issue is and everybody else's. So I don't know how many of you guys have it, but on the in-game mod hub, there is a dessert factory. For some weird reason, some people are saying they're unable to autoload pallets off of it, but they can manually move them off where they spawn and then autoload fine. So I have a theory of what the issue is. Let's see if I can find it. Desert. S-E-R-T. Desert Factory. Oh, I just realised I'm on the wrong screen a sec. That might help. So, looking at this, obviously I've seen PJ using this, and it seems like this area here, for some weird reason, will not allow anything to autoload off of that area. So my theory is there's some kind of a collision there that's preventing it. So let's have a look at the i3D. Do it that way. There we go. i3D Desert Factory. Load into 10.0.4. You gonna have a look as well? Yeah. So if we click on that, if there is, it's invisible. Fill plane? Why would you have a fill plane node in there for? And there's that's weird. I don't know. Let's see. Tip occlusions. Nope, it won't be any of them. Info trigger. Yeah, it's not going to be that, but that really doesn't need to be invisible, but okay. Yeah, so from what I understand is if they actually bring it out here, the pallets, the stuff can be loaded fine. Nope. Player trigger. Why are they making things invisible? You don't need them to be invisible. Jeez. South station. Pallet spawn. Is there anything? Not seeing anything there. It won't be you. Let's see. Spinnery. Let's collapse that. you come out. No, see that should be fine actually. Dynamically loaded parts, smoke. One smoke. That is weird. Yeah, no, see, what I would have thought is there would have been maybe a trigger box or something in the way there, preventing the auto loading, but there's nothing from what I can see, which is strange. See, now that really doesn't need to be that big in all honesty. I'm trying to think from what I've seen of PJ, I'm pretty sure she's brought it out here, so it's not going to be really the info trigger. Ooh. That's interesting. That could be it. So, for anybody who's using this one, how far out do you need to pull the pallets to get them to auto load? Would you say it's about that much? Because I'm looking at this, and obviously under the preset here, it should be player trigger. But for some weird reason, it doesn't have that preset for the collision. That could be what it is. And I could do a quick test as well. Let me put that on the tag. Let me save you. I'm going to drop that into my mod folder. Sec. Download. I bet that's what it is. Just close you, close you, close you. We'll save that because that's doing my head in. But yes. Yeah, if anybody does have that, send me a picture in. If you got it up right now, if you can send me a picture to see how far away from the building you have to be to get it to auto load. That could be where the info trigger is. Not quite set up properly. Come on. Let's close you. Let's load you up, load you up. But I bet that's what it is. I'll put it onto a base game map there, quicker to load. Come on. Close, close, close. There we go. But yes. Trains are definitely going to be fun to sort out on the map. Now, if I remember rightly, they should actually automatically or dynamically load each time the game is loaded up, so I'm hoping adjusting it won't cause any issues. Right, career, let's go down here. Nope, yep. And where the heck is the game thing gone? There we are. Continue. Deselect all. We're just going to grab you a second. And power tools. There. And start. There we go. But yeah, we'll do a quick test. We'll see if we can get some products into there for at least one item to spawn out. Oh, I never added the auto load, did I? Duh. Hang on. That would help. That would really help. Having the auto load script as well. Dag nang it. La 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 la. Right, let's try this again. So come into here. Continue. Deselect all. Right, we definitely want you. We're gonna need the power tools, because we can then spawn the items in. And we need the universal autoload script. There it is. Done. Oh, oh! I never really noticed that. You can actually search for a mod in your list. Cool. Alright. Oh, that would help Mamadou out. Oh, Mamadou. I don't know if she's still out there, but she has a mod in her mod folder that should not be being used. It was released by mistake. It's the production extended productions. It has basically an extended version of the flour mill, the oil mill, and so on and so forth. It needs to be deleted. Maybe you could just do a search for that. We need to sort out your mod folder, Mamadou, and get rid of some of those mods that you don't need to have. Ren, let's have a look. Let's have a look. So come into here, constructions, productions, and there we go. Now obviously this is the one that I've just gone through with the whatchamacallit, setting up the prefix on the player trigger. But yeah, anytime you're free, let me know, dear. Let's see. Where does the... Yeah, so if, for anybody who's got this, the dessert factory, if you've got to bring the pallets out to here, or further, to get things to auto-load, it's probably the player trigger. But let's do a little test anyway. So what does this thing need to get up and running? This is where we unload, so we're going to do a little test. Let me open up the XML for this. Dessert Factory, XML. Right there, I'll pop this on my other screen just so I can see what is needed for at least one product. So we've got eggs, we have milk, we have sugar. Okay, we can do a couple of them right now, so power tools. And eggs. Start off with 1, 2, 3. Interesting. See, that's another thing as well with the giants. Obviously, this is a base game pallet, but look at that gap between the pallets and the eggs. Giants, you need to sort out your collisions. And how come this is not taking eggs? Did I break it or something? Oh, okay, I see. I'm on the wrong side. That would help, wouldn't it? Duh. Let's try this side, because that's an unload trigger right there. Marker. This is not good. Oops. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right about there. So sugar. We need some sugar in this thing. Flour, bread, cake. It should be somewhere around here. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The only thing we need is some milk now. So, we need a tanker that transports milk. That guy will do. Lease. And let's get a testing tractor. And as I always test with John Deere's, we'll grab a John Deere here. There we go. Oops, did we do that? Just for those John Deere fans. You sent a DM? Okay. I will check that in just a sec. Let's fill this up with some milky. Oops. Milky. There. Oh yeah, I haven't got my thing in here, have I? That's fine. So we're going to do the creme caramel recipe. Let's see what Mr. Farmarks is saying. It won't load for you? No, okay, cool. How far out can you go there, Farmer Marks, before it starts, or take the pallet out, I should say, from the building for it to auto-load? If you're able to figure that out, that'd be good. But yeah, I'm about 99% sure that's what the issue is that info trigger has not got the prefix set up correctly. And to think, Giants has seemingly tested all this stuff. Here we go. Oh yeah, I don't have it in here, do I? I see ya. Okay. There we go. Come into here. Creme caramel, I said, wasn't it? That one there. Let's activate you. And we'll get these eggs out of the way. Yes, I hate fixing. Oh, actually, what I could have done is use these egg pallets. Dang it! Let's see. That is, yeah, that is one big bit of distance. Mr. Dagel Crew raiding with a party of 12. Welcome in, sir. How are you doing today? Hopefully you had a good stream, sir. I was actually lurking earlier on. And if you guys are not following Mr. Dagel Crew, make sure you click on the link, give him a follow. He is a great content creator. He's the leader of the Crusaders. And he's playing PV Rivers Remastered as well. Definitely well worth checking him out, guys. I was actually lurking over there before I went live. But yeah, let's go with the 8 this time. And lease you. So we're just doing a little bit of testing, trying to figure out an issue a few people have been having with another mod that's on the in-game mod hub. I'm pretty about 90% sure I already know what it is. Just looking at the i3D. So it's basically the dessert factory. When the pallets spawn out, people are unable to pick up the pallets right there. Obviously, if they move it away from the building itself, they can then auto-load it. And looking at this, some pictures that's been sent to me, it's got quite a distance. So I'm guessing it's the player information trigger box that's causing the issue. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now there, Farmer Marks. I literally am. That's, yeah. Yes. You had an amazing day today. Good. So just to let you know, Mr. Dagel Crew, before you disappear, because I know you probably want to stretch your legs and stuff. One of the trains on Rivers is broken. You probably found that out already. I'm trying to figure out a way around fixing it, but it might mean doing some tweaks and stuff to some splines. So yeah, right, let's see. Let's see. So this is set to loading method layers. That's fine. So if we come up the side here, and oh look, can I? Oh look, I can auto load. Why can't you guys? Oh, I'm so cute, cheeky, aren't I? See, I fixed it. I fixed it on somebody else's mod. So okay, yes, that's what it is. It's basically the player trigger in the XML. What I can do, just because I'm generous, I will give you this, guys. But if anybody's able to get hold of them, I have interest. Who is the modder? If anybody knows who TW Productions is, if they're able to message that person and to let them know that the player, yeah, I'll even tell you actually. There you go. Let's go into here, under here. If you want to get a picture of this, you're more than welcome to. But if anybody knows that person, tell them that their info trigger in the i3D under the rigid body category section doesn't have player trigger in there. Yeah, if they were able to add it and update it through the mod folder, I was going to say the mod folder switcher, through the in-game mod hub, people will actually be able to auto-load palettes. It needs to have that in the preset, okay? If anybody knows who that person is, but yeah, you guys can have that if you want. It's on me. I don't like fixing other people's mods, but when people are wanting to use it, why the heck not? Let me do that. But thank you very much. How you doing there, Big Vito, by the way? And thank you very much for the resub for 13 months. And if you guys are not following either Mr. Dajel Crew or Big Vito, make sure to click on their links, give them a follow. And let me sort this out. But yeah, this Friday I will be putting out update 11. I think we're up to 11 now for PB Rivers. For those just joining, obviously it's going to fix the manure distance diffused error that you've been getting since the last update. Possibly the fix to the train, if I can get it working or not, I don't know. We'll see. There's that. I can get rid of that. It's uploaded now. I'll give you guys the link for that in just a sec. In addition, T Miller's factories will be added in with this update, including an update to the Barrow Logistics factory, storage should say, to include obviously the Filipino food factory, the pie factory, and the pizza pop factory, which T Miller did. They will now all go into Barrow Logistics. Share. Anyone with link? So, oh, PJ, as you're back, I've got a little present for you and anybody else who has the dessert factory. You want to get this link. I've just fixed it so you can actually auto load the pallet straight off of the trigger onto a trailer now. Grab it while you're there. But yes. So that's that. Oh, and then there's a liquid tank update for adding in goat milk. There we go. But yeah, if anybody knows who that modder is that did that one, or they can actually send them a message, it'd be great. They need to have player trigger in the preset for the info trigger in the i3D. There you go. There's probably an update coming anyway, but bear in mind, yes, some people just think, oh, I'm above everybody else. There we go. Done. Right, let's get back into the screen. It's going black for just a moment. There we go. But yes. But yeah, how is Mr. Big Vito doing as well? Let me get on a bit of that action. Dum dum dum. Yes. No worries. No worries. But yeah, hopefully Mr. Finister's out there and he got it as well. Actually, what I'll do is I'll copy that. Link. Now we'll put it there. Done. Yeah, I don't know if you're still out there, Mr. Finis, but I did send you the link as well in a whisper on Twitch. But yes.
Darkness, my old friend.
Hello, Johnny V, 1987. How are you doing, sir? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. But yes, so yeah, just a little reminder regarding my mods on my Trello. I did go through and update my slurry spreader. That is now compatible with precision farming. So if you've got that, definitely go over, get it. I also added in an unreal capacity of 250,000 litres for your slurry and digestate on that thing. So definitely worth it. Reduced the usage rate even further down, so should last a heck of a lot longer now, with any luck. In addition to that, the bale storage that's on my Trello. If you have the production storage control mod off of the in-game mod hub that was released on Monday by Braven, who did the production revamp mod, it will now spawn out with that mod enabled bales as well. Kind of cool. I like it, I like it. So yeah, you can get your actual bales spawning out plus the loose product as well. Actually, while I'm over here, I can even show it off for anybody who's missed it. Because obviously, yes, I've been going for a little while already, so I might as well show it off while I'm here. So this is kind of it's not actually a conversion from 22, but in 22 I had one very, very similar. They also had like bale visuals and stuff like that. Oh, freaking hell. I was hoping it was going to be gone with reloading. But yeah, this is on my own, obviously this is on my Trello. It does have a configuration where you can have solar panels with or without. But this will hold so cotton, wood chips, grass, hay, straw and silage in it. You can unload loose and bale forms into it. And you can actually get it out in loose form by just going onto the pipe there and filling up. But with obviously that new mod, it was released on Monday, that I previously mentioned, you just come over to the trigger right here, select across the product you want. So if I wanted some straw bales, obviously I've got 5 million litres in here. Also, we can come down to the next one, select the capacity, so let's go with the 20,000 litre square bale. Hopefully it's in here, there it is, which comes with my little baler. But the nice thing is you can then spawn out as many as you want. Now what I did do is there's 2 rows, and it should stack 3 high, yeah there we go, so there we go. Just like that, you've got some bales you can take, put into a straw blower if you wanted to, and do it that way. Little Harvester, thank you very much for the follow, welcome in. Yes, we have exclamation mark drop at the minute and exclamation mark fish. So yeah, very, very cool. I like it, I like it, I like it. So yeah, that is on my Trello right now, updated today. That plus, obviously, like I said, my slurry tanker. Obviously, both will need my categorizer to run them. Obviously, the slurry tanker is going to be this guy right here, the the Fleagle, or Fleagle, whatever you want to pronounce it. PFW 18,000 max line plus. And obviously, if we come into here, obviously, if you've got precision farming enabled, you will now be able to add on the John Deere manure sensor. So that will help with your fertilizing. Alright, Ghost DK, catch you later, bud. Thanks for popping in. Much appreciated, much appreciated. And obviously, in addition, obviously, we do have the normal capacity. So you've got your default capacity, a double, a triple as normal. But like I said, I have added in an unreal capacity of 250,000 litres to save you guys from having to stop every 5 minutes like I was the other day. So yeah, might be worth grabbing it. Obviously, it does have colour selections as well in this thing. So if you've got some cows out there or pigs that's putting out some slurry, you might want to get this and get it onto your field, because believe it or not, it saves you on making fertilizer or buying it. Let's go with a bit of orange. So as you can see right there, you can fully customize it. And the nice thing is as well, if you're like me, you can actually go in, you can customize it, you can make it gloss, metallic, matte, and obviously I've got some custom colors here, so I could make it my little massive. Well, that's not bad actually. That red, metallic red, that one is. That's not bad looking. So yeah, make sure you get it updated as well. So yeah, fun. There we go. I'll get them put away later on, so that's fine. I got plenty in storage, so it's all good. But yes, there we go. And we'll get back on over to... oh yeah, the poplar field, wasn't it? He was finishing off that last little bit. Anyone with a PS5, is it worth getting FS25 for PlayStation? I sold my old PC, bought a Mac for work and productivity. For an experiment I have bought... Oh, where is it? Haven't played 1 month when I was on my old PC. Personally, I love Farming Simulator. It's one of the games I do play a lot. Obviously, I came off of PlayStation 3 originally, over onto PC. Obviously, PC rocks way above the console. So, if I was to do it, I would go with a PC again. But if you're going with a console, then yeah, I would give it a try as well. Who knows? We've got a PlayStation 6 has now been announced, so yeah, it might become obsolete soon. Who the heck knows? Right, down here. I hope I've got some spline set up down here. I think I did. So I can send this guy back home. Nope, that was one I wanted. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, I think a lot of the people around here really in the stream and chat are more PC players in all honesty. Obviously I know Mr. Dajal Crew, he was console player. I think he was at Xbox if I remember rightly, I'm not quite sure. But obviously yeah, he came over to the dark side of PC as well. Ooh, somebody's got a great white shark. Nice. Right, you can go home. You can go home. Right. And I'm going to get belted with all these hills coming down. be all the way over there, wouldn't you? Dang it. This is another thing as well I've noticed as well. I don't know why, but I've started getting potatoes growing at the side of the fields. Also, when I planted the oat field earlier, I got exactly the same. I don't understand why it's happening. I know I had this down here on, I think it was when I had the rice fields around some of the edges there. It's freaking weird. Yeah, there's a little potatoes are growing, and yeah, that's poplar being planted. It's like, hello? Easy fix though. Come into here, go to foliage. Ooh. Ah! Oh wait, there we go. There. Yes, it's kind of wild taters, exactly. I don't know why it's doing it though. I'm hoping that's just a game glitch. So like I said, obviously, what field? Yeah, it was field 21 and 22. One of those two. When I made it into a rice field initially, that for some reason at one side planted potatoes as well in the same way. Really weird. Absolutely bonkers. And I think it's just that little patch there as well. There we go. I heard that there are less mods, but most of the time I use mod of it. I probably don't have so much money for my PS6 is looking to 2027. I read yeah. Yeah, obviously, yeah, consoles are limited with, in particular, script type mods, and also specific brands as well. So a lot of the stuff, I know a lot of modders, when they're adding in like a new branded vehicle, what they are trying to do is add in like a lizard variation, which does help for you guys on console. But when it comes to things like auto loading and scripts that allow you to do some funky things within the game, yeah, they can't really go on consoles, unfortunately. Oops, didn't mean to hit it on. There we go. But yeah, PCs rock, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Yes. Oh, actually, while I'm down here, I might as well get this guy going on some cotton. That's what I was going to put into this field down here. Where are you? Cotton, right there. Yes, it does do it to rice also. That I do know. I have had that. Yeah, it was this field here actually. Yeah, 21 at the bottom, where I originally had the rice field, and then had that little poplar field at the bottom. Yeah, I'm pretty sure both of those fields actually had wild potatoes popping in for some weird reason. But I've only had it on there, and then obviously the oat field by the main farm that I extended. It's the only fields I've had it with, which is really weird, so I don't know. Alrighty, so you can do this field, so you should be fine. Yes, I know I'm blocked. Oh, come on. Faster. Yeah, I don't know if it's a modded map thing or if it's a Giants thing. That's the problem. So yeah, I'm not getting any more down here. Nah, that was fine. Good. It's a complete crazy thing. I really don't know. There we go. So what I'm going to do is... See, actually this holds more than that blinking other trailer, but I want to try that trailer out briefly, just to test it. So we're going to take this back to the farm a second, and what we'll do is we'll run down to the vehicle shop, grab the truck, that other trailer, get that filled up, and see if that pipe is long enough, at least to get an easy filling for that cedar. For some weird reason, yeah, I'm sure something's going weird with the game and some of the triggers. I never had that much issues last in-game year, anyway, with filling up that cedar. Oh yeah, exactly, little Harvester. Exactly, yeah. Even though the game does have bugs, I know some people just say, "Oh, that's too many bugs," and they'll bugger off and play American Truck Simulator and all these other games. And yeah, they're just missing out, unfortunately. I love Farming Simulator. Farming Simulator. Even when I was a kid, this is a little story going back to baby alpaca, Billy Alpaca days. When he was around about 8 years old. Actually, here you go. Yeah. So my dad used to have a push plow, basically. One of these really old plows that you used to push manually to plow up the ground. I used to have one of them, but we used to have one, and I used to flip it over, and then use it almost like a trailer behind me, and I would pretend I'd be like a tractor going around the garden and stuff. Yes, middle of summer, shorts, t-shirt, and my welly boots on, rubber welly boots on. They're funny. I got a few strange looks when I was a kid. Let's put it that way. Doing that. But yeah. That isn't the most embarrassing thing I've done over the years, that's for sure. That is for sure. Oh, and don't even get me started when I went to the beach each year. Oh my goodness. That just makes me cringe just thinking about it. Right, let's go. Go, 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 go. Earlier I loved Lizard. Oh, there we go. Spelunking in Farming Simulator. Nice. Sorry, couldn't do that really. I don't like it. Used to funky scripts in the hot world. 25 on PC. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the big reasons why I've been kind of adding in limitations. So obviously we've got these auto load options and stuff for PC players. Oh, but adding in my own little limitations, like being in cab view most of the time, not being able to tab to other vehicles, and not being able to auto load bales. Oop, I need to pay attention. Yeah, it definitely gives it a different feel to the game as well, which is kind of cool. So yes, right. So there you go. Yeah. Well, actually, to be honest, those limitations that I've added, personally added, for my game style, isn't being done by scripts, and it's seeing how willing I can be to be in cab view as much as possible. Of hopefully with the aim later on to actually be able to actually reverse these oversized vehicles into a little tiny door without crashing straight away, and being able to fill up a trailer without having to go out of cab view, these sort of things, so I get the alignment right. At the minute it's still trying to figure some of this stuff out myself, but yeah, it's nothing to do with scripting for me personally right now. But yeah, you can limit yourself to basically not have a additional cameras. See, like this for example. There we go. It's kind of crazy. I must be mad. I really must be mad. Why is this thing not unloading? Oh, there we go. It's a little bit too low. There we go. Oh yeah, so this thing has like multiple chambers, doesn't it? Oops, didn't mean to do that. See, like this trailer, I think, oh, if I remember rightly, this trailer has, what was it, 5 compartments? 6 compartments? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, see, I wouldn't have realised, if I didn't come out of cab, I would have probably missed quite a bit. There we go. Oh, this is bonkers. There we go. Yes. But yeah, I know you can get obviously, for example, yeah, mods that, or scripted mods that will limit you to only have the in-cab view when you get into a vehicle. Yeah, I like to have still that little bit of freedom, should we say? There we go. But that's just me. It's how I want to play the game, and obviously that's one thing. Everybody, whether you're on PC or console, you all have your own way of playing. There's no right way. There's no wrong way. So if somebody says, "Oh, I don't like these script mods that limit you," then that's on you. Yep, that is how you play. So it's great. It really is great. Obviously, I know people out there who have 100-meter headers that go 30, 40, 50 miles per hour when harvesting, but you don't hear me complaining. Okay, I might be a little cheeky person and say, oh, that's a little bit cheeky and this, that, and the other, but at the end of the day, it's your playthrough. Enjoy it, because it's not going to last forever, that's for sure. So, yeah. But the nice thing is, obviously, precision farming. We now have precision farming in 25. That was released just, what, last week? Very, very cool. Liking it so far. Definitely helped me make a little bit extra money when I came to selling my wood chips, that is for definite, and all my other pallets. I made a probably, oh, I don't know, 20, 40, 60, 80, a good couple of thousand extra on top of it, that's for sure, per load. So, yeah, I need to keep an eye on what this is doing as well, thinking about it. So far, let me zoom in. So fields that I've planted today is obviously this one right here, which is now up to 62, which is good. It's gone up in the right direction. Obviously this one right here is obviously the sugar cane, so that's oats, sugar cane, which is up to 62. Obviously that's adding in the tillage. So obviously all these other fields that I've already got planted, unfortunately I'm going to miss out on the tillage this year. But the nice thing is setting me up for next year as well. So one of the big things I do want to get into doing after this harvest is do some of the oilseed radish and see how much that affects some of the scores overall. And the nice thing is you will get that subsidy by planting oilseed radish and using that instead of liquid fertilizer or solid fertilizer in your planters and such. So, okay, that's interesting. So that, oh yeah, I was thinking, so why hasn't that one gone up? It's halfway there, but yeah, it's because I haven't got this field part here done yet. So obviously this covers 2 fields, is it? Where's the farm mantle for this one? Yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm going to need to have both the poplar field and that rice field planted to get a score higher than 59 on the tillage. So okay, that's fine. But yeah, so far, obviously started off with what, 50, which is the base environmental score percentage. Obviously, just with what I've done today and the last few days, obviously I've already got my score up to 58. Hopefully next year, or once the harvest period is done, that will really shoot right up. And obviously, because I am direct seeding, that is going to help. One thing I might do is look at finding another seeder that does not have a fertilizer option for next year. I was thinking about this earlier actually, and I was kind of thinking, what would I want to use? I have no idea. Let's see. Obviously, I want something that does not do fertilizer. I want something that has a decent work width though. Obviously, these are no good. So I'm probably going to have to modify something. See, that's got the fertilizer and seed. That's liquid fertilizer. That's solid fertilizer. Solid fertilizer. Ah, dang it. That would take forever. That would take forever. Oh gosh. See, the one I know what I want, but it's not in here. I'll have to have a look on the in-game mod hub. I might be tweaking a mod or two. But anyway, guys, I need to call it there for today. Unfortunately, I do need to jump off and wrap a few things up in my life. I'm going to keep this guy going. I'm going to save that while I'm here. But yeah, we need to find out who is out there at the minute. So let's get over to the ending screen and say a big, huge thank you to Mr. Daj L. Crew and Mr. It's Just Me Cope for the raids. Much, much appreciated, guys. So for you guys over on YouTube, thank you for hey Grizz, by the way. Thank you for tuning in. What's that? In 22, we had a mod to put to fill for tank with seed. Yes. Oh, that's an idea. You just give me an idea, Mr. Grizz. I could technically create a second seeder where the second tank has seed in it instead of the fert. So it's just all seed. That's an idea. Thank you. But yeah, thanks for tuning in all over on YouTube. Much appreciated. Obviously, we will be back on Friday with the update. So for you guys over on YouTube, but anyway, for the minute, that's me for now. Catch you on Friday. Have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.